Okay, hello, friends. Happy Thursday. So I'm on a few minutes early today because we are going to have to cut out a few minutes early as well. So I'm going to get logged in over here, and I've got a big pile of goodies to show you today. Let's see. Okay. Back. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. So, gosh, I'm not even 100% sure where to start. Let me go grab a couple other things. I thought I had it all, but no. Just kidding. I'm live. I'm live. Well, I would have asked you to grab these, but. Make sure I get some of them for this one, right? Got too much to be doing what you're doing. Okay, I am going to try and figure out how to wrangle all this stuff together in some semblance of order. Okay. Let me see. Okay, let's start. Hello. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Diane. Hey, so Kelly, your kits arrived, and I think as far as I know, they got checked in, or they're getting checked in as we speak. Did you get them checked in, those paper rose ones? Okay, so let's chat in the morning, maybe, and I can get it out for you ASAP, okay? Because I think that was the last of what we were waiting for. Okay, so just so you guys know, we got like 4 boxes of stuff. And this is what I had to show you today. There's still even a few things that we didn't get sorted. But first off, I wanted to start with these guys because what I'm going to do, actually, let's move this box. So, for those of you guys that are familiar with Hunky Dory, a lot of times what they do is they'll do like a pre-die cut, kind of a foiled topper sheet, and then they do a couple of sheets of cardstock that coordinate so you can create designs and stuff. But the other thing that they do is they do these like decoupage topper sets. And so they have quite a few of these out in the different collections. I got in because people are just, they're loving this 3D dimensional thing on pictures. So I got in a few of these designs that are really, really gorgeous. So these ones are foiled. They're all pre-die cut. Okay, so you just pop them out, and they're $3.50 for all of these. And you get, basically you get 2 designs. And if you use all of the pieces, you'll get quite a few, you know, quite a thick design. So what a lot of people do is they would say, take this one and then maybe put one of these little bottom pieces on and, you know, kind of go from there. They might do this one with one of the little dolphins or something. And then same with the turtle. Depending on how you do it, you can mix and match, so you can get more than 2 designs out of one of these. Okay. So, we have Make a Splash. This one has this gorgeous, gorgeous dolphin, which you guys would see if I lowered it in the camera just a little bit. And then this beautiful turtle. Okay. And then we have Life is a Journey. And I really liked this one. You've got this cool steam engine train. And then you have the double decker. It's like a watercolored double decker for England on that one. And then the Magical Journey. So that was Life is a Journey. And these are all from different collections. It just kind of depends on which one I like. Now, this one, you guys, is from a collection that had a bunch of, it's called Touch of Magic, had a bunch of, you know, fairies and castles and stuff. But this particular design was very Harry Potter-esque, right? So it's been popular, then it was out forever. And so I just saw that it was back in. And I think already we've sold through about half of what I got restocked. So if this is one that you want, because I know people were excited about not only the train, but then also the owl. Okay. So Magic Journey on that one. And then this is so cute too. I mean, how can you resist that little face? Look at him. Ah, so cute. So this is Wonderful Woodland, and you've got this gorgeous owl, and these all do have the foil. I'm hoping you guys can kind of see that. It's catching on the video, but there is foil. Yeah, right, Kelly? I think that's why this one is so popular. And so Wonderful Woodland with the owl and the fox. And then for our outdoor enthusiasts, this one just looked very like Northwest to me, because I know a lot of people go mountain biking and then a lot of people go hiking around here. So I got in some of these. This one's called The Great Outdoors, and it's kind of 2, you know, very Northwesty type activities. And I just love this one. I love this Volkswagen bus. So my dad had a Volkswagen bus. It was red. But he had the inside kind of refitted. This was back in the, you know, many moons ago. And so there was a little sink and stuff in there. He had the glamping van. It wasn't quite glamping, but, you know, set up before that was like cool hipster thing to do. So anyways, every time I see a Volkswagen bus, I always think of that. And then you've got the, what is that thing called? It's called a scooter, but what's that scooter called? The Italian Vespa. I think it looks like a little vintage Vespa. Okay. So that one's called Enjoy Your Trip. And then this one is still $3.50 on there. Okay. That was somebody else's price tag, probably Canadian. So you guys, this one is absolutely perfect. I think there is only one of these. Okay. Only one. HDVW bus ×2. Okay. You got it, Diane. Okay. So those are the single toppers that we got in. Now, let's see. There's so much stuff to look at. It's kind of like, all right. Let's take a look at a couple of these Studio Light paper pads. Let me put these over to the side here. All right. So I'm kind of excited about these. Now, these are $7.50 each. I have sticky notes on some of these because he's checking stuff in, but we didn't get everything priced for the video before I had to go live. So here's what's really, really cool about these. Okay. You get 24 sheets in each for $7.50. We have a photorealistic one and we have a watercolor, and they're backgrounds. So as you build your scenes, or sometimes you just need kind of a simpler, you know, sort of a pattern, These are going to be amazing. But also, look at this, you guys. This is what I really liked about this. Look at the size of the bricks on the paper. A lot of times the bricks are so big that they're just too big for making cards and mini albums and things like that. They're perfect for, you know, scrapbook pages. But they did a good job on this one, making the size really, really good. And that kind of, that caught my attention, we'll say. So it's just a bunch of really good, useful patterns for when you just need that little something. So that's the photorealistic one, but this is the one, this one is the watercolor, and this is the one that I really dug. So these are also, they're like a little thicker than a thin paper, but not quite a cardstock, okay? And they are single-sided. So being single-sided means that it's a little thin for like a card base, but if you were making a mini album or something like that and you wanted to have white on the sides, or, you know, sometimes we're just looking for that, but it's really, really hard to find. So look at how cool that is with the little moss and stuff in the bricks. And you got the river rocks here. This one actually is really cool. I didn't know this, but it looks like the way they put those divides in there, you could cut those and make them really like perfect strips for decorating things. And then that one is another brick. Ooh, I like that. Kind of a wood bark sort of a thing. And yeah, so I think this watercolor one especially, I think that one is going to be really fabulous. So we have the watercolor one and the photorealistic. You get 24 sheets in there for $7.50. Okay, and then, oh boy, there is a lot of stuff. And I'm trying to see how I'm going to organize this. So they may not be in perfect order here, friends. Okay, so from Marianne, we got 2 different paper pads. So you guys, these are $6.50. We've had ones, this is a new color set, the Shimmer Earth Tones, kind of like fall, but also kind of, you know, northwesty, outdoorsy kind of colors. We've had this in foils before. These are a screaming deal for like specialty cardstock. Okay, so you get 16 sheets in here, and they are yay big by yay big. I don't have a ruler by me. Oh, wait. The trusty ruler. Okay, so I would say almost 6 inches. So maybe like 5 and 5.8 inches, maybe, give or take. And, ooh, let's see, that's 5.5. Wait, am I measuring this right? I have no idea. I think I am. No, I'm not. I don't know. It's been really a long day. Anyways, maybe approximately a 6 by 8. Well, let's just call it that. Maybe exactly a 6 by 8. I don't know. Anyway, let me show you these colors. Okay. Look at the shine. Does that come through? You guys, this is shimmer cardstock, and it is on both sides, but it is really beautiful and shiny. It's not a foil, it's a shimmer. Okay, so oh, it is coming through pretty well, I think, for you. So there's 2 different colors of gold. There's like a dark gold and kind of a light gold, and then also what I would consider, see, the cover's white, right? So I would consider that probably an ivory. You get 4 each of these papers, and they are, yeah, they're a nice die cuttable cardstock weight. Hi, Susan. $6.50. Fabulous. And I did look, these are sold out for the moment, so I think what we have is what we have. And I don't know if they make more of these or not. And then this one was one that I just sort of ran into that I thought might be a nice one to give it a try. So I don't know much about this, okay, but it is an A5. Now, A5 is basically half of an A4. A4 is the European size of the 8.5 by 11. So it is 8.25 by 11.75. So this is half of that size. Yeah, that makes sense. So that means it's not quite 6 inches. It's just under. Okay, because it's half of 11 3/4. You're like, Brooke, fractions, blah. Yeah, I know. So 24 sheets of 250 gram, which is a nice cardstock. It's a super smooth white paper, okay? And it says it's suitable for alcohol markers. You get 24 sheets for $6.50. That is a great price for alcohol marker paper. Now, I haven't tried it, but they even call it stamping paper. So I think this one will work really, really well for stamping. We'll have to just give it a try, but for $6.50, I mean, right? Okay. Oh, you guys, these are back in. So we got these in, gosh, a good number of months ago. And then we have, like, by that I mean 8 or 9. We haven't been able to get them in, and they're back. So these are the teeny tiny dauber sticks. So these, I'm going to try and zoom in for you here. If hopefully you guys can see that. These have the teeniest little tops, and they have just a wee bit of fuzzy stuff on the top so it can pick up the ink and things. There are 50 in here for $4.50. And so you can use these to pick up just a little bit of glue, or I mean a little bit of ink if you need to. You can use them for glue. And they are, you know, kind of designed to be a little disposable. I mean, like, you can reuse them, but I don't know that you can reuse them for a whole long time because you just have that little fuzz that's on the top. But they're great for getting things into teeny tiny little areas. So our first round of these went insanely fast. And finally, after all this time, they're back in stock. So the teeny tiny dauber sticks. Okay, hold on. Alrighty. Now, I did want to show you guys. So this one, we had this in last year. And then we were not able to get any more in. So let me open this up. I know a handful of you guys got it, and then we were waiting for it and waiting for it. And you guys, it is time to think about Christmas and Halloween. So I didn't get in a ton of these because it's still, I know it feels really early for Halloween, but it's not. Okay. So, I want to go through this with you because I'm just going to check too if I can get, hold on. Okay, so there's a handful of these. We can get a few more. It doesn't look like there's a ton more to get, but we can get a few more of these if you know, people do want them. So I wouldn't dilly-dally on this because if they're from last year, my guess is this is the tail end of the stock. I don't know for sure, but these are awesome. So you get 12 different pages and you get 4 of each. So they do have a little bit of a gloss, as do some of the Hunky Dory papers, and they are a thinner paper, but the elements in here are phenomenal. I mean, even look at that. And so you have like a cut apart sheet, right? And then you have a really nice element sheet on the back side that you can use however you want. I mean, you guys, look at that. I love, love, love the images in this one. They are so good. If you are a fan of Halloween and you weren't able to get your hands on this last year, oh my gosh, it is a good one. Okay. And there's so many different designs to choose from. So cute. Look at that. Happy Halloween. Little chubby witch. Look at that. Ah, so pretty. So pretty. I love it. Okay. All right. So that is the Happy Halloween pad, and it is $17.99. So I think, because we have gone through a few of them already today, so I think this might be my last one. Although I'm not 100% sure. I might have 2 left, but I can get more. So if you want this one, you really, really need to let me know while we can still grab it. So I don't want you to be disappointed. Okay. And let me see what else. I'm trying to make sense of this. Okay. So while we're talking about paper pads, let's talk about these guys also. So there is, let me go grab the one other one that I don't know where it is, but is somewhere. Okay, so, you know, I know that it's always most fun to buy those really cool element pieces, right? But a lot of times you need the background pieces and the other pieces that go for creating your designs. So that is where these guys come in. So this is the essential selection of paper from Hunky Dory, and we have weathered wood, we have marble, and we have script. There also is a lace one. The lace one already sold out today. So let me pull this out and show you guys. So these are $11.99 and you get 48 A5 sheets. So basically pretty darn close to half of an 8.5 by 11. They are a single-sided paperweight, but these ones are a matte finish. Look at how cool that design is. And I know you guys, we've talked about this before, but I always like to reiterate it. Diagonal of any of these kind of stripy things is a favorite of mine. And the reason is, I didn't even know this had diagonal, so you don't really notice it, okay? But when you go to use it as a mat, you get to see all of it. I just love it when they do that. So this is a really, really cool paper. And you get, what is it, 4 of each maybe? Let's see. Yeah. 12 different designs. Kind of a teal wood. This one's called weathered wood, so it's going to be all wood. I probably don't have to tell you that they're all wood every time we go through a new one. I would, because I've got to, you know, fill the air. But, so these are a paperweight one, but they are matte also. So I think those are going to be really, really great for making layers and things like that. Plus, a lot of times I know people are looking for foldable papers. So that's a good one. That one is weathered wood. And then we're just going to open these so that you can see them because they're really pretty. I think. I haven't seen them either. But. So we've got marble. Oh, wow. Do you think marble comes really in this color? What do you guys think? In like pink and teal? I don't know. Doesn't probably even matter. It's gorgeous. Well, I think marble does come in that color. So maybe it does. I don't know. Oh my gosh, these are pretty. So I think some of these are like marble, like the stone marble, and then some are like paint marbling, I guess. Because that doesn't look like stone, but that definitely looks like paint marbling. Wow, these are really pretty. Ugh, love it. Okay, so that's the marble one. Doubt it. Okay, thanks, Kelly. Yeah, it does seem a little out there. Although, you know, like pink Himalayan salt, we have that at our house, right? It's very pink. So this is the script one, and I kind of always wonder what makes it so pink, but so this one's just going to have a bunch of kind of vintagey backgrounds that you could work your collage off of. You could use these for all kinds of things. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Okay, so those are those. Those are those. Well, there you go. All right. Okay, so those are the background papers. And then we got in a couple of these die cut pads. And we've had these in, I think maybe another design before. I don't know if we had either of these designs, but they're really, really fun. So they're $14.99. I was trying to see if one of these was on a thing so I didn't have to rip the price tag. Okay. But look at all that you get in here. So you get, it says 4 different page layouts with 5 of each included and foiled. Okay. 215 designs. Hello. Look at that. What? So these are from Hunky Dory, and they are that nice, you know, Hunky Dory weight, topper material with that incredible foiled design that they put on everything. Not everything, but. So, and this one is the In the Garden collection. But these are just really, really usable die cuts that you can add, you know, when you just need a little something. Okay, look at how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? All right. Then you've got that garden shed. You got a cool ladder. And I think, did we get through 5 of them? I think so. Okay, so you get 5 each of these beautiful designs on the backside here. Okay. Okay, so that's In the Garden. And this one is the Beautiful Birds. So I have to open this one too, because I think we just have to. I mean, don't we all need birds? More birds? Oh, I hadn't even opened this one. You guys, it even tells you what the birds are. Can you see how pretty these are? Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. So gorgeous. Oh boy, I think this will be a really popular one. Plus, I love that. I actually really like that they tell us what the bird is for those of us that are quite terrible at guessing the birds, right? We all know that's me. Are you guys able to see the foil? Hopefully I'm showing you stuff that you can see. Okay, so I think that is, yeah. That must be all of the pages. There you go. You can see a little bit of it. Yeah, some of it. Okay. So that is the delightful die cut with the birds. Alrighty. Okay. So we have a number of different things from Studio Light and Ciao Bella in this set of releases. And so, how much is the white border stays on the sticker? Well, they're all die cuts, Shirley. So probably the white border, you'd have to glue them on, but the white border stays on. So you would either fussy cut it, or honestly, a lot of times what I do is I just take some antique linen and go around the edge if it's too white. So that's worked pretty well for me in the past. It just depends on what your layout is too, because if your layout has a bunch of white, but okay, so this one is the Junk Journal and Ephemera book from Ciao Bella. I think you guys are going to love it. There is a number of these books in this series. This is the first one that we've gotten in. It's $14.99. And it includes 4 transparent adhesive pages, and you've got 100 60 plus images for junk journaling, collage, scrapbooking, card making, and paper craft. There's 32 pages in here. So inside the cover's not wasted. You've got some gorgeous fussy cut elements here. This is a sticker sheet. Okay. So these are all, I'm pretty sure, let me just, now that I say that, let me just double check so that I'm not telling you falsehoods. Because, I don't know. But it's not cut, and I don't want to ruin the edge of this, but I'm pretty sure these are the adhesive sheets. Maybe easier to cut this first. Yeah. Okay, so there you go. Can you guys see that? Right there. So these are, I don't know what you can see. I can't see either. So they're an adhesive sheet on clear. Yeah. Okay. So it showed up. And so you just fussy cut these, but these are pretty easy to fussy cut. And then you'll have a whole bunch of like summer based, clear stickers. And then you've just got gobs of elements. I mean, look at those. And they're stunning. Like how Ciao does it. So you've got whole paper, you've got fussy cut pages. So if you don't want to fussy cut, you can use these whole designs however you want. Here's another sheet of those stickers. Okay, I'm just going to kind of flip through here. But you guys, I mean, look at the insane amount of options that you have in this book. It's crazy. It is crazy. Oh my gosh. So, now this is where, oh, this is so cool. All right, so guys, this page right here, this is that clear PET sticker sheet as well, okay? But you've got a very cool, like, water background and a map background. So you could use, you could probably even just use part of this if you wanted to, or you could create the whole thing on something. Oh my gosh. This is so fun. It's been a long time since I saw this book at the show, and then when I saw it was available to ship, I was like, yay! Because it's really pretty. Whoa. You guys are going to love it. You are going to love it. And then, look at this. Boom. So this page here folds out. So that's the cover of the book. Okay, but look at, so if you wanted to do a bigger project, look at how much paper you have. Like, we never get stuff this long. Isn't that amazing? Ah, I love it. Okay, so $14.99 and you get all of that stuff. All right, next up, let's see. Well, let's stick with Ciao Bella for the moment. Okay. I've been told that I need to, we do have to be somewhere at 6, so that's why I started a little bit early today. Thank you for the reminder. All right, let's go with Ciao Bella. Okay, so there's more in their mixed media lines, and they are, because they've had gorgeous papers, and a lot of people do these really fantastic projects with them, but now they're really coming out with more stuff for junk journalers and things like that. So first off, I want to tell you guys about these tissue paper sets. So these are that really thin paper you can collage onto all kinds of stuff. But here's what's amazing. $9.99 on these, and you get 24 different designs in each package. Okay? Like, what? That's crazy. So they're actually really nicely printed. They're white on the backside, but they're thin. Okay, but that's kind of what they're meant to be. So I would use like a collage medium or something like that. But you guys, a lot of times when you get these collage papers, you get a lot of duplicates. You don't in this one. These are all different. What? Like, really cool, right? So now I've got to try to get this back in the package. Huh. Oops. Oops. All right. Let's see. Go this way, maybe. I don't know. Can she do it? Can she do it? I don't know. Oh, look, pretty good. She's like a professional, isn't she? Okay, so that one is Vintage Manuscripts. And then this one is called Music Sheets. Oh, you guys, it's so hard. I want to open every one of these and show you because they are absolutely stunning, but we may have to come back to some of these and take a look. So that one is Music Sheets, and this one is Newspapers, but I just don't know that you guys can get the view of what these look like. Okay, I'm trying to hurry, but it's so hard. Okay. All right. So these ones are, this is the newspaper ones. God, they're amazing. Look at that. So you have black and white ones. You've got German, it looks like. You've got ledgers. Oh. You've got French. And that's all the white ones. And then you have some aged ones. I've got these things going everywhere and I don't want them to get damaged. Okay, so you've got aged ones here. And then in kind of that antique-y look. Aren't those amazing? So if you do any kind of a collage, oh my gosh, this is going to be, these are going to be like your best friend. Because they're just going to be that perfect element that is, it's like busy, but for the, you know, that background element, it's going to be perfect because they are like busy, but small enough that when you do a dry brush over the top white, or you do some other stuff, that they'll fade into the background. So that one is the newspapers, and then we have all of these music sheets too. So 24 sheets for $9.99. Really, really great price on the tissue paper. And these guys are A5. So, okay, next up, oh, look at that. So these are the mixed media books. These are new. I have not yet looked at these. I am very excited. Okay, so these are $14.50. I knew I had a sticky note on somewhere on them. So this one is called Meaningful Memories. Okay, so we have 50 double-sided pages, 11 ephemera pages, and 39 patterned pages. These are acid-free. They're A4 size. Junk journal, collage, scrapbooking, card making, mixed media, paper arts. So let's take a look. On the back cover, this has got a bunch of words that you can cut apart. I'm trying to make it so that you guys can see everything. This paper is super fun. Okay, so a lot of these are going to be black and white, just kind of background pieces. But you know what's great about black and white, right? Is you can add your ink and make it any color you want to. And these are not super thick, but if you did like a light spray or something over these, I think that they would still work really well for that. I don't know that you could do like a heavy watercolor on them because they're not super, super thick, but you know, it's just paper, right? So you just give it a try. Look at all these fun elements. Oh my. Yeah. Oh. So cool. Okay, so that is the what is this one called? Meaningful Memories. Okay, that's the black and white one. And again, these ones are $14.50. So also, just so you guys know, a lot of these have been a little difficult to get our hands on, and some of them are already sold out again. So if you do want any of these, be sure to let me know soon so that you don't miss out, because we never know. This one is called Pastimes. Gorgeous. This has a lot of like that rust color, antique color in it. Sorry, you guys have to look at it sideways, but it's the only way I can get it to fit in the screen. Okay. So, but the textures on here are just, oh my gosh. And you know what, you guys? These are all perforated. So I think they'll come out really, really easy. I didn't see that on the other one, but look at this paper, you guys. How fun is that? I don't even know what, like, writing that is. It looks like a script typewriter, but I don't know if I've told you guys the story of the script typewriter. But it is, it's one of those things that I have to give my other half a bad time about, because he's the reason I don't own a script typewriter. He's not the reason I don't use a script typewriter, but hi Donna. Which one are you looking at? Just for Diane, is it the pastimes? Is that the one? Because later, that way, if we need to know later which one, because I know she sticks some stuff in the box for you. Okay, so that one is pastimes. Okay, this one is called Time Capsule. I am trying to move along here, but it's hard. I might have to cover some of this other stuff tomorrow because not even everything is checked in yet. But so Time Capsule. So we've got more of these awesome words, and this one has kind of like an ivory and almost like a green patina type of a hint to it. It's gorgeous. All of these are really pretty, and I think they're going to be very, very useful. So, and if you guys didn't pick up, okay, thanks, Donna. If you didn't pick up that scissor deal that we told you about, gosh, it had to have been a couple weeks ago. We just found more in the back room this morning. So that one was 4 of the EK Cutterbee scissors that are normally like, I think $12.99 a piece, something like that. And you get 4 of them in a package for $15 is the special price on those. It's a screaming deal. And those are my favorite scissors for fussy cutting. Okay. So if you didn't snag those scissors already, this is a good time to get them, because none of these things are really hard to fussy cut. This one here is called Quintessential. Okay, so this one's really pretty. It's almost like a very colorful shabby chic design, kind of a oil painterly sort of a, ooh, this is a fun one. Look at that. The dots and the lines. Ooh, I love that. Kind of more along the lines of artsy. I was about to say artsy fartsy, but I don't know that it's fartsy, but it's definitely artsy. Okay. And so there's that one. And then this is the last one I have. This is the Journey Ahead. Oh, you just got your scissors today. Oh, you love fussy cutting. Okay. And Donna, I can stick another pack of the scissors in for Diane. Yeah, I like fussy cutting too sometimes. It just, and especially like these kind of things, right? Because they're not, it's not difficult. Which one am I on? Oh, this one's called Journey Ahead. So this one has like kind of these vintage collage travel-y kind of things in it. Postage stamps, luggage tags. I mean, ugh, look at that. It is so, so freaking cool. Wow. This is the first time I've even seen these books close up. I think you guys are going to love them. Oh my gosh. They are so fantastic. Wow. Wow. Okay. So that's called Journey Ahead. And those 5 books, those are called the mixed media books. Now, the reason I kind of go through this is because the names that Ciao Bella gives to things sometimes makes them a little bit confusing. So those are the mixed media books. There's 5 different ones to choose from that we have in stock, and they're $14.50. Now I want to show you guys the mixed media stickers. So these are new for them too. So these ones are $8.50, and you get 10 sheets of uncut transparent adhesive sheets. So what that means is you get to fussy cut the stickers. You guys, look at how fantastic that is. But they're little. They have they're on that clear plastic, so there's no edges on these, okay, when you fussy cut. So even if you are not a fantastic fussy cutter, the edge is clear, so you're not going to really see it. And where the image is printed, they are a little bit glossy, but not too over the top. But you guys, look at the sheer amount of stickers. Isn't that amazing? Or I mean, yeah. So you just have to fussy cut them, but they're not hard designs. Oh my gosh. It's hard to I'm going through them as quick as I can, but it's hard. I'm getting distracted. Oh my gosh. Oh, these, and I do know that I saw these ones are already on back order. So, okay, so this one is Vintage Scripts, the one that we just looked at. I'm trying to make sure I get it in the right way. Does it go this way? I think so. Okay, so you get 10 of these clear sheets for $8.50, which I think is a really great price. You do have to cut them yourself, but that's why it's such a good price. Wait a minute. Hold on. I can get this in. But it also gives you some flexibility in how you want to use these. Okay. So these clear stickers, those are becoming kind of all the rage now. This one is called Grungy Tags. Okay. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. I'm kind of digging these. I wasn't sure if I would, but they are really, really cool. I mean, I kind of thought that I would, but they're so, the size on these is so fantastic. I just find myself kind of mesmerized just looking at them. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow, those butterflies. Now this one I would say for those fussy cutting people that, you can kind of decide on those antennae. But other than that, everything else is going to be really, really easy, I think, to fussy cut out. Okay. So this one is the Grungy Tags. And then I have one more, which is going to be beyond useful, because this one here, this next one, is called Little Words. I mean, do we ever have enough words? No. And sometimes that little word, or just the little tag or the little something, is just what you need for, you would cut off the antennas. Oh, yeah, I know it's kind of yeah, but with them on a clear, you could actually probably cut around them and do all right. So this one is called Little Words, and I don't know that it actually tells us even how many are in here. We just have the number of sheets. So, but these are going to be fantastic for doing. Ooh, I like that with the month of the year and then kind of some vintage travel stuff. Wow. I love it. This is for junk journalers, art journalers, even, you know, scrapbookers. These are going to be fantastic. Yeah. Okay. So those are the stickers from Ciao Bella. Okay. All right. So I think what I'm going to do is show you one more thing from Ciao Bella, and then the rest of the stuff I will log in. We'll go live tomorrow and show you, because I just have more. I know. I have one other thing I just said. I'm just telling them I'm wrapping up. Thank you. Okay. So then also from Ciao Bella, so the stickers are $8.50. So also from Ciao Bella is a mixed media journal notebook. And so this one is $8.99. Oh, it's got 36 pages in it. Okay. And it's 250 GSM, which means, you guys, these are nice thick pages. So you could use this for a little travel art journal or something like that. But these pages are thick enough to take, you know, some of your wet mediums, and it's acid free, that kind of stuff. But you guys, how adorable is that? So if you just wanted to make, you know, like a quick to-go book or something for $8.99, and you've got these great pages in there, I think this one is going to be really, really good. Plus, the cover is black and white, so you can color it if you want to, right? Oh, I love that. Okay, so, all right, here we go. I'm going to do the quickest of recaps. So I hope everybody has their speed britches on, because here we go. All right. And I'm going to have to try and remember pricing, because I might have taken some sticky notes off. $11.99 for the essentials, weathered wood, marble, and script. And then $17.99 for the Happy Halloween pad. We have the teeny dauber sticks back in stock at $4.50. $6.50 for the stamping paper pad that is 24 sheets. And $6.50 for that earth tone shimmer cardstock pack. So good. And then $7.50 for the Studio Light backgrounds paper in either watercolor or photorealistic. You've got 24 sheets in each one of those. And then we have the delightful die cut birds. You get 155 individual foiled and die cut birds for $14.99, and 215 from In the Garden for $14.99. We have Absolutely Perfect. These are all die cut topper sheets, so topper only. There's no accent paper that goes with it. So I only have one of this one. This is Absolutely Perfect. These are $3.50. All the rest I have multiples of. So Enjoy Your Trip has the Vespa and the VW bus. We have the Great Outdoors with the mountain bike and the hiking. We have the Wonderful Woodlands with the fox and the owl. We have the Harry Potter inspired Magical Journey. Life is a Journey with the bus and the train. And Make a Splash with the gorgeous dolphin and the turtle. Okay. And then, almost there, almost. The stack is just getting closer to the camera. So the Ciao Bella Summer Days Junk Journal and Ephemera Book. This is the one with all the fussy cut die cutting, but it has those clear stickers in there to go with it. This one is $14.99. And then I think all the rest here is Ciao Bella. right? Yeah. Okay. So then we have packs of tissue paper. We have 24 sheets of tissue paper, all different designs for $9.99. So we have the music sheet, the newspaper, and the vintage manuscripts. The mixed media books. Okay, we have Journey Ahead, Meaningful Memories, Pastimes, Time Capsule, and Quintessential. Then for the stickers, there are 3 different ones at $8.50. We have, what is this called? The Words, Little Words, Grungy Tags, and Vintage Scripts. And then the last thing we have is the Mixed Media Journal Notebook. So this one is $8.99. The stickers are $8.50. So, okay, that's what I have to show you guys. I've got to run. Diane, will you and Donna consolidate something? Because I saw a lot of back and forth to make sure I pull the right stuff for you while we have it. And then I will get my list together tonight once we get home. Okay, thank you guys. Have a great night, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.